Okay, so good day everyone. So now po we're going to talk about the project-based learning. So we are from group 3. So I am Marie Antoinette Mendoza.
I am Daniela May Paragas.
Earn amen niya.
Okay, so before we start, so let me solicit how are you feeling today? You will just tap the reaction button for me to know how are you feeling today. Are you feeling tired po ba? Are you feeling happy po ba? Or are you feeling great? Okay, thank you for that. Po, this activity just as we go on tackling the lesson that we've had today. And this is entitled as Show Me. So dito po ay ilalagay po natin yung mga words na may kinalaman po sa project-based learning. So kindly follow the instruction lang po for us to better understand po what this activity is all about. So, andyan po yung ating code. So, you will go first to menti.com and you will enter the code which is 32251927. So, after I solicit po the answer, so we will form a word cloud po that is that has the words po that can be interconnected with the word project-based learning. Okay, as of now, we have one response. Real world. Okay, very good. Skills. Critical thinking. So those words are the words that we can interconnect with the words project-based learning. So knowledge. Yes, approach. So we will just gather eight responses po from our students. Okay, communication. Okay, 21st century skills. And lastly, collaboration. Okay, that's good. So that's are the words that we can connect to project-based learning. So now po, let's go deeper by means of under. So this is the meaning of project-based learning. So it is instructional methodology that encourage students to through an engaging experience. So dito, sa ating project-based learning, yung mga students ay sila mismo yung gumagawa. That's why they are applying the knowledge and skills na meron sila. So through an engaging experience, they were able to cope up doon effectively and sa kanilang future and magamit nila yung mga skills na yon in their everyday life. So this also gives ano as they are the one who are being engaged po doon sa mismong activity. So dito nade-develop yung kanilang mga important skills na magagamit nila for the betterment of their life. And of course po, para lang future and for career readiness na din. So 'di ba as we go along our stages of life, so meron tayong mga skills na na-acquire para mas ma-improve yung ma-improve yung one. And those skills and knowledge can use for us to strive with So this project-based curriculum is also designed to engage students. Kaya nga nung kanina doon sa ating Mentimeter, so nabanggit din doon yung real learning is ina-open up tayo sa reality of life because yung mga project na ginagawa natin opportunity for us to learn kung ano nga ba yung reality of life or yung mga and of course po sa magagamit din natin siya sa maging productive tayo sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay. Have here the characteristics. As may research po of meaningful project-based learning activities that lead to deeper student understanding. So unang-una, syempre pinakamahalaga is interdisciplinary. As students make their project, they are being the content knowledge are being used. So by means of that, nai-integrate or nai nila yung iba pang discipline from the project that they are making. So kumbaga yung iba't ibang discipline, example, you are alamin muna ng students kung ano nga ba yung history of making crochet under siya under the Araling Panlipunan. So uh, can na learning. So they are beginning to ask questions continuously kasi lumalawak na lumalawak yung curiosity nila to discover new things and to lead them to develop a project that is beneficial and for also for so yung uh, to improve the PBL. And then lastly, the most popular characteristic of this is of course being student-centered. Yung mga teacher, sila ay nagiging nagsiship na yung character nila from content deliverer, sila ay nagiging facilitator na lang or the students are having they are nagawa nilang project in on how to make their project better. And then lang is nagpo-provide ng support but then yung student pa gawa. So yun lang po. And then next one.
So next, education and learning on how children learns best. So PBL is a multidisciplinary pedagogical approach providing meaningful learning opportunities. So sinasabi dito na nakakapag-engage talaga ang PBL into real world for the students by involving the projects or the relevant problems that allow students to apply their knowledge and skills, and also is a powerful educational approach that not only makes learning more and engaging and meaningful, but also again prepares students on real world. Next is PBL provides opportunities to engage students in real world learning. Ayun nga, kagaya nga sinabi kanina, piniprepare ng mga teachers ang students by using this project-based learning para mas maintindihan nila, since sila yung gumagawa, mas nare-relate nila ito into future. And sinasabi rin dito na yung students work on the task, so para nami-mirror nila yung real life challenges, and also it helps by collaborating with their peers and also na-help din sila to see the direct impact for their education around the world since itong araw ay isang real world base. Next is PBL helps build 21st century skills students need to succeed. So dito papasok yung 4C which is yung collaboration, creativity, critical thinking, and communication. Dahil nga yung PBL is na-help niya nga yung 21st century skills by engaging relevant projects. And also, this approach is a holistic approach that not only enhance academic learning, but also, again, prepare students for future success and interconnected. And lastly, PBL can be implemented in person in remote learning environments. So dito can be implemented effectively by the technology, fostering collaboration and maintaining clear communication and support structures. So and also the approach to fit the learning environment and also the educators, the teachers can ensure the students engage in meaningful real world and also that can build the essential skills for their future. Next po. So why it is important? So sabi dito, to take ownership of their learning, fosters creativity, and promotes a deeper understanding on the subject matter. So sinasabi dito na maganda ang isang ganitong project-based learning dahil nga nare-relate ang mga students into real world, which is a perfect siya for the student-teacher centered para mas magamit din or magkaroon ng interconnected between teacher and the students. Since sinabi rin dito, promotes a deeper understanding of the subject matter. And also, the project-based learning kasi is we can integrate to other subjects.
Okay, so now we are done talking about what is project-based learning, those categories, and also the importance of the project-based learning. So now we are going to talk about how we are going to integrate the various assessment strategies into a project-based learning. So we have here the 5 assessment. First one is the rubrics, authentic assessment, reflection, summative assessment, lastly, the peer assessment. So as a teacher, when we are assigning our student to do a project, of course, we need to develop a clear, not only a clear, but also a detailed rubrics in which naka-outline doon yung mga criteria for assessing their project. And those rubrics should include yung content, criteria content for the knowledge, critical thinking, collaboration, and communication, and also the creativity. So this helps student or yung ating mga student to understand ano ba yung inaasahan natin sa kanila, but most especially doon sa ipoproduce nila or ipoprovide nilang projects, and to have na rin or to provide na rin the transparent assessment process. Next is the authentic assessment. So as a teacher, we need to use an authentic assessment methods wherein magre-reflect siya into a real-world scenario. So we all know naman na kapag sinabi nating project-based learning, so our students should apply their skills, their knowledge into a real-life situation. So with that, we need to encourage our student to apply their knowledge or their skills into a real situation. We don't need to encourage our student to copy the work of others, but instead to show yung authenticity nila, their authenticity when it comes to ideas, their creativity, and of course, as a teacher, we need to encourage our student to showcase their work not only sa ating mga teacher but also sa ating community. And authentic assessment could also provide a meaningful context situation or for our student to demonstrate yung mga learning nila, hindi lang para sa ating mga teachers but also in the whole world. So paano ba siya mai-share or paano ba nila i-showcase yung kanilang mga projects? So one of the example is that like for example, i-allow natin yung mga student nila na to share yung project nila into social media, like for example sa Facebook. So we are allowing that to show yung mga project nila. So with that, ma-showcase nila yung learning nila, or they can demonstrate their learning not only for us sa ating mga teachers but also in others. Next is the reflection. So sa reflection, as a teacher siguro, we need to include yung opportunities to our student na mag-reflect din sa kanilang mga learning experience during the time na ginagawa nila yung project nila. And that reflection can take the form of written reflection. So it may be a group discussion or multimedia presentation. And also, it helps to encourage our student to think critically about the process, and most especially yung mga challenges na na-face nila during that time na ginagawa nila yung mga projects, and also yung mga skills na na-develop nila during the whole time na binubuo nila yung project na yon. And next is summative assessment. So sa summative assessment, of course, we need to conclude the project with the summative assessment na kung saan i-evaluate nito yung overall learning ng ating mga student, na kung saan na-achieve nila during the whole time na binuo-buo nila yung project. And this can this can also include yung final presentation, ano pa ba, yung mga project report, or pwede yung mga portfolio kung saan nakalagay doon, nakadocument doon yung mga photos na kung paano nila binuo yung project na yun. So, importante yon to showcase yung mga work ng ating mga student. And that summative assessment provide a comprehensive evaluation of the project success ng ating mga student. Next is the peer assessment. So, sa peer assessment, it is important to incorporate the peer assessment then in terms of doing the project based learning, because those component is important about the evaluation process ng project na gagawin ng ating mga student. And also it encourage our student to provide the constructive feedback. So hindi lang basta feedback but constructive. And that peers assessment is also magpo-promote siya ng collaboration, ano pa ba, communication skills, and deeper understanding on that certain project objective. So next po. Okay, so we have here the key uses of project-based learning. Next one is the first. So promoting active learning. So in PBL or project-based learning, it helps our student to engage in active learning. So paano ba yon? So yung in making project-based learning, nagiging in a way of they are going to explore some things, researching and creating solution to the real world problems. And this understanding and retention ng knowledge ng ating mga student. Next is developing the critical thinking skills. So, in PBL, nakakatulong din siya, or ini-encourage din natin yung mga student na to think critically and to analyze yung mga information na magagamit nila in order to build up that certain project. And of course, they're going to develop the valuable skills na makakatulong for the success ng kanilang academic, and of course beyond that like for example that quarter, so makakatulong siya for our student. Next is enhancing the creativity and innovation. So in PBL, nakakatulong siya in order to provide our student with opportunities to think critically and creatively, and of course innovative. So with the help of our tools or technological tools, nagiging mas innovative ang ating mga student. Most especially kung ini-apply nila yon sa gagawin nilang project na inassign sa kanila ng kanilang mga teachers. And of course, yung mga student natin is nade-develop din yung kanilang creative thinking skills, and to learn na rin about how they are going to face those various challenges na makakatulong para magkaroon ng innovative solution in that certain problem. And lastly is promote lifelong learning. So, promote lifelong learning. So, sa PBL kasi, ini-instill nito, kumbaga ini-inculcate nito yung love about learning. And about the growth of our mindset. So malaking tulong siya for our student because ini-encourage nito yung pagkakaroon or yung continuing learning beyond the classroom, not only in our classroom but also outside the classroom or outside in our schools. And by engaging in project or by doing that project, so nai-increase yung curiosity ng ating mga student and also yung passion nila about learning, passion about doing something or passion about exploring something na nakakatulong in order to improve yung kanilang learning or yung kanilang growth as a student or as an individual na rin. And also, ito rin is nakakatulong to develop yung lifelong commitment ng ating mga learning for their personal growth. And yung PBL natin is nakakatulong din siya for preparing our student for the future. So, dito kasi, yung PBL kasi is nag-equip siya or nagsiserve siya as tools to our student na kailangan to succeed, most especially in here na we are here in the digital age or 21st century. So kailangan yung mga skills na critical thinking, collaborative, problem solving, etc. So kailangan niya na ma-develop ng mga student. And by that, project-based learning na ina-apply natin as a teacher inside our classroom, malaking tulong siya para sa progress ng ating mga student and for the future na rin ng mga students. So magiging prepared sila for the better or for those challenges na pwede nilang makaharap in the future. So, next po. Ayan, for the example naman po ng ating PBL, so I have here 3 now inihanda. So first is planning a garden that meets the specific design objectives, then plant and tend the garden. So yung mga student natin dito, like for example, they're going to make or to plan a garden, and then they need to meet those specific objectives na ibinigay ni teacher. So we can consider na project-based learning. And next is helping local business increase environmental sustainability. So dito naman, makukonsider natin siya na project-based learning because they're going to help our local businesses or yung community natin to proper manage yung ating waste sa ating community. So malaking tulong yan, not only our school but also outside the school. And documenting the important stories from your family. So ayan, they're going to document the importance of the story of their family. So ito naman is talagang mapapakita dito kung how they're going to apply their skills and their knowledge, their creativity, and how they're going to show kung ano ba yung important stories ng kanilang family. So that would be all po, and have a good day everyone.